Welcome to online classes. In this class, I am going to discuss on VSEPR theory. It is very important theory to predict the shapes of molecules with good precision. We come across many molecules having same number of atoms but different shapes. For example, H2O and CO2, water and carbon dioxide are both triatomic molecules. But water is non-linear, but carbon dioxide is a linear. So this type of variations can be easily explained by VSEPR theory. Valence shell electron pair repulsion theory was developed by Gillespie and Nielholm in 1957 in order to predict and explain shapes and bond angles of molecules more exactly. In a molecule with more than two atoms, the shape of molecules is determined by the number of electron pairs on the central atom. The central atom forms hybrid orbitals, each of which has a standard shape. Variations of the standard shape occur depending on the number of bonding pairs and lone pairs of electrons on the central atom. Some important points to be noted in the VSEPR theories are: the first one, the shape of a molecule depends upon the repulsion between the electron pairs present in the valence shell of the central atom. Lone pairs have a slightly more repulsive strength than bonding pairs. So, molecules with the lone pairs will have a reduced bond angles between terminal atoms. The repulsion between two lone pairs of electrons is more than the repulsion between a lone pair and a bond pair, which in turn is more than the repulsion between the two bond pairs of electrons. This order of repulsion can be summarized as lone pair repulsion is greater than lone pair repulsion, which is greater than bond pair repulsions. So on this basis, we have to see many more molecules that shapes. But actually the lone pair and bond pair of electrons arrange themselves around the central atom in order to have minimum electrostatic forces of repulsion. And see, the geometry of the molecule is said to be symmetrical if the atom is surrounded by hybrid orbitals containing only bond pair of electrons. That means only bond pair is present, the symmetry of the molecule shape is symmetrical. But if surrounding atoms are same, but if the central atom is surrounded by lone pair of electrons or the surrounding atoms are not same, then the geometry of the molecule is said to be unsymmetrical. Now the shapes will be different. So that type of things we have to discuss in this VSEPR theory. And double and triple bonds are treated in the same way as single bonds in terms of predicting overall geometry for a molecule. However, multiple bonds have slightly more repulsive strength and will therefore occupy a little more space than single bonds. Now we see some examples for the molecules, the shapes and hybridization of molecules according to VSEPR theory. The first one, if the central atom has two bonding pairs, that's a bonding pairs only, no lone pairs, then it has sp hybridization and its basic shape is linear. For example, beryllium chloride, carbon dioxide. If you see this carbon dioxide, the CO2 in ground state is a 2s2 2p2 electronic configurations. In the excited state, one electron from 2s orbital is promoted to one of the empty p orbitals. Now these singly occupied 2s and 2pz orbitals undergo hybridization to form two equivalent sp hybrid orbitals aligned in opposite directions. These two half-filled sp hybrid orbitals of carbon atom overlap with half-filled 2pz orbitals of two oxygen atoms to form two sigma bonds. The remaining two unhybridized half-filled 2px and 2py orbitals of carbon atom undergo lateral overlap with each of the two half-filled 2p orbitals of two oxygen atoms to form p-pi bond. There is a pi-pi interactions. Since the pi bonds are not included in the hybridization and do not affect the shape of the molecules, and CO2 molecule is a linear in shape. Now go to the second one. There are some other options in this second one. First 2a, the first option. If the central atom has three bonding pairs, then it has sp2 hybridization. That is a no lone pairs. Only three bonding pairs. That is three bonds are present. Then it has sp2 hybridization and its basic shape is trigonal, planar. Its bond angles are about 120 degree. Examples: BF3, SO3, NO3, CO3 2-. For example, this is a carbonate ion, CO3 2-. Two oxygen atoms carry uninegative charge and have only one half-filled p orbital. The third oxygen atom has a normal two half-filled p orbitals. 2s, 2px, 2pz orbitals of carbon atom undergo hybridization to form three equivalent sp2 hybrid orbitals aligned at the corners of the trigonal. These three sp hybrid orbitals overlap with a single filled 2p orbitals of two oxygen atoms and one oxygen ion, O minus ion, to form three sigma bonds. Now the unhybridized 2py orbital of the carbon atom overlaps with the 2p orbital of oxygen atom to form pi bond. Hence, the molecule is triangular planar in shape. Next one is 2b, another section of this second one. If one lone pair is present, now because in the previous case the three bond pairs are present, now instead of one bond pair, one lone pair is present. Now the angle between the terminal atoms is slightly less than 120. Why the angle between these SO bonds are now reduced? Why? What's the reason is because of the lone pair is present. Because the lone pair bond pair repulsion is greater than the bond pair repulsion. That's why now the SO bond angles are decreased. Now it is less than 120 degree. So and it becomes a bent shape or V shape. It is a non-planar structure. Now the example is SO2. Next we go to the third one, 3a. If the central atom has 4 bond pairs, there is no lone pair, then it has sp3 hybridization and its basic shape is tetrahedral. Its bond angles are about 109.5 degree. For example, you see how the methane is formed, CH4. Methane is formed by the sp3 hybridization. 2s orbital and 3 2p orbitals are taking part in the sp3 hybridizations, and 4 electrons are filled in the 4 orbital 2s, 2px, 2py, 2pz, and they are going for the hybridization to make the sp3 equally energized orbitals, and they are overlapping with the 4 hydrogen 1s orbital and make the 4 sigma bonds. So the all our 4 bonds are there. 4 bonds are there, making this at least the electrostatic repulsion between each other to make a symmetrical structure having this 109.5 degree angles uniform between all bonds. So this is a formation of this sp3 hybridization. Next 3b. If one lone pair is present, in the previous case 4 bond pairs are present. Now instead of one bond pair, one lone pair is present. Now the angle between the terminal atoms is slightly less than 109.5 degree. Then it becomes a trigonal pyramidal structures. For example, ammonia. How ammonia is formed? Now see this ammonia, the valence electronic configuration for ammonia, this nitrogen is, it has 3 unpaired electrons required for the formation of 3 sigma covalent bonds. Thus 2s and 3 2p orbitals undergo hybridization to form 4 equivalent sp3 hybrid orbitals, out of which 3 orbitals overlap with half filled 1s orbitals of each hydrogen. So 3 sigma bonds are formed, and the HNH bond angle should be 109.5 degree. But studies reveal the bond angle as 107.3 degree only. Then now the bond angles are reduced. This is due to the reason that lone pair bond pair repulsion is greater. Now one lone pair is present. There is a in the hybridized orbitals one lone pair is present. There is no sigma bond is formed there. So now it is left as a lone pair. Now the lone pair bond pair repulsion is very higher. Because of this, the angle between the bond pairs are reduced to somewhat 107.3 degree. So this is now this formation is a trigonal pyramidal. So the tetragonal shape is now is shifted to the trigonal pyramidal shape for this type of molecules. Some other examples are ECl3, ASH3, SO3, 2 minus. Now the third option C. If 2 lone pairs are present, the angle between the terminal atoms is slightly less than 109.5 degree, then it becomes bent or V-shaped. Now you see there is a 2 lone pairs are present. Now for example in the formation of water molecules. So the valence electronic configuration for in the water molecule oxygen atom is with 2 unpaired electrons required for the formation of 2 sigma covalent bonds. So the hybridization of 2s and 3 2p orbitals result in the formation of 4 equivalent sp3 hybrid orbitals, out of which only 2 overlap with half filled 1s orbital of each hydrogen atom to form 2s covalent bonds. As a result, the central atom is surrounded by 2 lone pairs of the electrons. Now no bonding is taking place here. So because of these 2 lone pairs are present now. So the so since the lone pair repulsion is greater than lone pair bond pair, which is greater than bond pair bond pair. That's why very high deviation there is a lone pair is taking place. The angle between the lone pair is somewhat very higher. Because of this, what is happen? The bond angle between the bond pair and bond pair is very too extensively reduced. So because of this, it becomes very somewhat 104.5 degree. Between the two bond pairs, OH bond pairs, it becomes 104.5 degree. So now it becomes somewhat a bent shape or V shape. So this is a formation of there's an actual the VSEPR theory explanation for the this type of water molecule. Some other examples are OF2 and NH2 minus. Now the next one is fourth A. If the central atom has 5 bond pairs, now the shape is trigonal bipyramidal. There is a 120 degree because of the trigonal structure. The angle between the bonds are 120, and this trigonal planar and the axial angles. That is the axial line. That has two atoms. So now the angle between the axial atoms and the planar atoms are 90 degrees. So there is a 120 degree and a 90 degree. So this is a trigonal bipyramidal shape. Now for examples, phosphorus pentachloride and phosphorus pentafluoride. So these are all some examples of these trigonal bipyramidal molecules. Next one is 4b. If one lone pair is present in the axial position first. So in the axial positions, now you remove the bonding, and instead of bonding, one lone pair of electron is present. Now the structure is somewhat shifted when compared with the previous one. There's a trigonal bipyramidal is shifted to distorted tetrahedron or seesaw structures or folded squares. So this type of structure is obtained for this type of this lone pair repulsion, lone pair bond pair repulsions. So the examples are SF4 tetrafluorosulfide and tetrafluoroiodolane. So the iodide ions. So these are all some examples for this type of. The next one is the 4C. If 2 lone pairs are present in equatorial positions, now the shape becomes T-shaped. For example, there is a ClF3, ICl3. For these molecules, 2 lone pairs are present instead of 2 bond pairs. Now it becomes still is distorted to the T-shaped molecules. For example, you see these are the ClF3 and IClR3 as the T-shaped molecules. The next one is 4D. If 3 lone pairs are present in the equatorial positions, now the structure becomes linear. So because of this, these 3 lone pairs are equally arranged. The angle between the 3 lone pairs are equal. That's a 120 degree. So because of this, now the molecule becomes a linear shape. Example, xenon difluoride, iodide. So these are all some examples for this type of this VSEPR theory explanation for these molecules. Next, 5a. If the central atom has 6 bond pairs, there is no lone pair. Now, at this situation, the basic shape is octahedral. That is a 90 degree. The square planar and axial one. So 90 degree in between angles. So this example is SF6. So now this actually you see now only bond pairs are present. There is a 6 bonds are present at the center. For example, many examples are given even in the coordination complexes. At the middle there is a metal, and 6 ligands are present in the octahedral. The axial 2 ligands, and at the corner of the square there are 4 ligands are present. So this is octahedral structures. Next, 5b. If one lone pair is present, that means you just to remove one bond pair from the octahedral structure, what is happened? It becomes a square pyramidal. So now the square pyramidal structure is formed. For examples, BRF5, IF5, these are all some examples. Now this octahedral is completely converted into a square pyramidal if you remove one bond pair, and instead of there is a presence of a lone pair of electrons. 5c. If 2 lone pairs are present, that means in the axial positions 2 bonds, the bonding pairs are completely removed, and instead there is a 2 lone pairs are present. Now the structure becomes square planar. So now you see from the octahedral, there is no lone pair, and if one lone pair, a bond pair is removed and one lone pair is present, it becomes square pyramidal, and 2 bond pairs are removed and 2 lone pairs are present. Now it becomes a square planar. So examples are Xe, xenon pentafluoride, ICl4 ion. So these are all some example for this. So this is about the a simple explanation for the VS EPR theory. And in the next videos we will see some multiple choice questions and answers on this VS EPR theory. Thank you for watching.